Hello, welcome back to Erica's Little Welsh Garden. Thanks so much for joining me today. Today we are just at home and we're in my greenhouse. This is the first year that I've had this greenhouse here, and you can see behind me I've got an absolute jungle of tomato plants growing behind me. They're probably a little bit too overgrown and could do with having some of the leaves snipped off now so that they can start to ripen, because as of yet these Tigerella tomatoes behind me have grown really well, but none of them have actually gone red yet. So I'm going to leave them another kind of 4 weeks on the bushes, and then I think they'll be taken inside to finish ripening on the windowsills and things. And thinking about it, I don't actually think I have done a video in the greenhouse for quite a while. Possibly a month ago I did a quick tour, or it might have even been June now. So things have been a little bit crazy here, and with the greenhouse, this being the first year that I've actually grown in here, I have realised that about, I don't know, the beginning of summer, because we are in a woodland setting really, by the beginning of summer, most of the trees all around were covered in leaves, and actually I'm probably only getting about 3 hours of sunlight in the greenhouse a day. So it'd be interesting to see how these tomatoes do, but possibly I am going to just have to do the tomatoes at the polytunnel down the allotment instead, but who knows. So anyway, the reason that I've popped up to the greenhouse this afternoon is just to have a check-up on some of the seedlings that I've got growing, but also to have a catch-up with you and let you know some of the projects that I've been up to over the last month or so that haven't been particularly video worthy. But firstly, talking about the seedlings, I've not got loads growing at the moment, but one really good thing about having such a shady greenhouse in August means that I can put in things like brassicas now and let them grow on, but don't have to worry about them getting burnt off. In August, I find I'm quite busy, you know, we're going out for days out, and I might be, you know, visiting family for a weekend or something, and sometimes you can just totally forget about checking up on the seedlings and they just get burnt off at this time of year. So having a shady greenhouse does mean that I can, you know, don't have to keep my eye on the ball as much. And I've got some sprouting broccoli here. This is my third sowing. I had ones out at the allotment that got eaten within 24 hours. I've got some in the greenhouse here that got completely eaten by slugs and snails overnight. So fingers crossed for these, but it is getting very late in the year now. But also, talking about these projects that I've been up to, I've got some flower seeds here. These are oriental poppies, and these will be going out into my front garden. Now, if you're familiar with my channel, you all know that my front gardens is kind of like a Victorian cottage garden, and it's been completely overgrown for about 50 years. Moved into the house 4 years ago, and on and off I've tried to kind of start working on the front garden and clearing it and things like that. There's a lot of invasive things in there like crocosmia, you know, bindweed and even brambles and stuff. You know, I've never really known where to start. But about a month ago, me and someone else started working on my front garden, and we literally have been ripping everything out. Don't worry, it's not going to stay bare for long, but we've really needed to kind of just get back to the bare bones of the garden so we can actually see the rockery behind all of the shrubs and stuff, and start thinking of a plan. So I've not really done a lot of filming of us kind of ripping everything out, but that will be something that I'll be working on over the winter now, and there will be a video at some stage. But I just wanted to let you know that that's something that, you know, I've been spending about 1 day a week on for the last month now, and it's really exciting. It has worn me out quite a bit, but that's something that we'll look on in the future. But I just wanted to tell you that I've been doing that. But also down at the allotment, because we've had this really funny weather, you know, we had the, you know, late frost in May, then we've had this heat wave, and now August here in South Wales is very wet. We're getting kind of torrential downpours about 2 or 3 times a day at the moment. So one of the things I'd promised my allotment committee back in March was I would paint our composting toilet. So I've managed to get that painted now, and probably needs another coat maybe later in the year, but the weather's just not been very good at all. So I'm pleased that I've got that job done now, but it was just, you know, one of those things that, you know, took me a good few hours. And as well as that, I've been painting, or trying to paint, my patio furniture at home as well. So that's been so annoying, because we're getting this kind of torrential downpours. It means that if I've got an hour here or there to, you know, get the paint out and do, you know, one chair or something, it's either rain straight afterwards, or the sun is out, it's not raining, but all of the furniture's wet because we have had rain. So it's a little bit annoying, but I'm quite pleased that I've actually made a start on that. And down at my work as well, I work in a library and we've got a garden, but one of my colleagues was looking after getting that garden restored, and we have like a little rose garden in there, but unfortunately she's not going to be around for a couple of months. So this morning what I've been doing is putting cardboard down and lots of wood chip on top of that. There's still loads to do, but what we're hoping is that over kind of the autumn we can get that covered with wood chip, and then next spring we can kind of see how the roses are doing and work out what we're going to plant in between the roses. And it should be quite easy for us to like dig down and make a little planting hole in the clay underneath. And you know, over time all of that wood chip's going to amalgamate with the clay underneath and hopefully build that soil, so it'll be much easier for us to manage. And then it means that people can come, you know, get their books and sit out in the garden, and we can start doing some garden events, which would be really, really nice. So, you know, it's just been quite busy really with stuff like that. Usually, you know, I would be really busy, like I said, at this time of year, but now I'm kind of starting to feel like, you know, this year is kind of a bit done in terms of what I'm going to be harvesting. And for me, September is the beginning of the growing season, and actually, you know, that's not very far away now. So I think I'm just going to hunker down over the next you know, 4 weeks or so, get through the summer holidays with the kids, and then I can really start preparing for that, you know, beginning of autumn. And for me, the beginning of autumn is, you know, getting all those alliums in, my overwinter onions, and the garlic and stuff. I'm really also hoping to grow quite a lot in the greenhouse here, and the polytunnel up in my garden and down at the allotment as well. So it'd be really interesting to see how that you know, works for me over the, you know, winter and stuff. But anyway, there you go, that's what I've been up to. It's not really that exciting, to be honest, and I know that I have had so many new subscribers recently, so thank you so much. But I know a lot of the videos that I've been doing on my channel haven't been particularly you know, too much of what I've been up to really. You know, I've been visiting Liz and stuff like that, and I'm really hoping to visit another couple of gardens this year as well if I can. So watch this space. But thanks so much for watching, and if this is the first time you're watching one of my videos, I really hope you've enjoyed it. You know, and please do hit that subscribe button and ring the bell to be notified of all of my latest videos. As ever, YouTube have some videos up now on the screen that they think you'll like, so please go ahead and watch those, and I'll catch up with you in the next episode. Bye!